Today's Tuesday, May 28th, and this is a trade review and a position I took earlier this morning involving the E-mini soybeans futures. The ticker symbol is /XK. And as of the time of this recording, the spot price for soybean futures is $1,229.62. And since the futures market started trading last night at 6 p.m. Eastern, it's currently down $18.37. So this is a 7-day look back, and you can see here that from this review, I've marked up two reasonable support and resistance levels via the blue horizontal lines. And the 7-day high is $1,258 back on May 23rd. And price has just hit a 7-day low of $1,228. So during this time frame here, earlier last week, as price was trending to the upside, creating a new high, and subsequently getting rejected, price curled right back up to retest this resistance level and was clearly rejected. So as price was getting rejected during the overnight session, I entered a short position on this candlestick right here. So this line is just a visual markup as to where I took a short. And because, again, I'm interpreting this as a double top, which is a bearish signal. So what I'm referring to is that if I switch over to the education tab, so right here, it's a double top. So here it's described as being clearly reversal patterns. Double tops appear in the uptrend and reverse it to the downside. And it goes on. But here, there's a simple diagram. So here's that support resistance level I had marked up. And then we have those two peaks and then a eventual pullback down to the local support level, which is what I'm actually seeing playing out right now on this chart. So we have those two peaks and then a drop. So at this point here, when I entered, this drop was just starting to develop. So we have this peak one right here, and then we have a second peak right here. So this was on May 23rd, this first peak. The second peak was yesterday, May 27th. And right now, price is finally retesting the support level. So what I did was, just to put things into perspective, the trade is now up $262. It was actually up a lot higher than that. So right here is this the low of 1228, which was a profit potential of $312. So if I scroll up, my entry price is right here, marked up by the two yellow arrowheads on either side of price, which is effectively the zero line on the profit and loss side of this ledger. And right now, my stop order is sitting slightly ahead of it, thereby guaranteeing that this is a risk-free trade. If there's a violent spike out to the upside and closing me out, so at least I'm guaranteeing zero loss at this point. At the start of this trade, I originally had my stop order sitting right here at 1246, risking $50. Now that price is down here, which looks like price wants to break back above it, this support resistance level of 1230. As price fell, I walked my stop to where it is right now. So I think I'll just leave it there. But if price continues trending lower, I will start walking my stop even lower. And right now, the other side of the trade, I have my limit order sitting right here at 1219. And this is about a $500 take profit target right here. So if I scroll all the way down to my limit order, it's sitting at $1,219, which equates to a $502 profit potential if I do get closed out. This is just an alarm to notify me that price is dropping. What I'll do is I'll walk it down even lower just to give me a heads up. So that's the current status. So this pull or this bounce appears to be picking up some sort of momentum, as now the trade is up only $245. So I think I'll walk this down just a little bit, but I'll do that offline. So for the purpose of time, I'll pause it here. I'll give it a few more hours, and I'll do another status check. So until that update, more to follow. Today's Wednesday, May 29th, and the futures market has been trading for a little over 8 hours now, but the spot price for the soybean futures is 1,226. You can see here that price was eventually rejected. I mean, it's still early, but there were multiple rejections, and price fell, hitting a low of 1221 and a half. So as price was trending lower, I did walk my stop lower. So my stop is sitting right here at 1235.87, as well as I walked my limit order lower as well to another area that I had marked up as another reasonable support level. This is just an alarm to notify me if price does break below my initial take profit target here. But in any case, opening up active trader, the trade is up $362. It was actually up a lot more because we can see here that the bright white font is pegged to 1221 and a half, which is at a $452 price level. So had I closed it out right here, this would have been a $452 take profit. However, because I'm still bearish on soybeans, I walked my limit order lower. So it's sitting right here at 1204, which equates to a $800 profit potential. So that's the new limit order. And my stop order, I walked or have been walking down. It's sitting at 1235, which is $165. Right now, it's about a 1 to 2 risk reward if I get closed out right here, which is fine. I've never traded soybeans, but so far so good. I will pause it again and I'll pick it up in another few hours. So it's been a few hours, but as the stock market is crossing into the afternoon session, I thought I'd do a quick status check. The current spot price is now 1218 and a half. And clearly, within the past 15 minutes, price has finally fallen below my initial take profit target of 1219. And at the same time, I've also walked my stop order a little lower. It's now sitting at 1232. So if I open up active trader, the overall trade is now up a little over $510. So if I scroll up, my stop order is sitting here at 1232 at a $225 take profit. So worst case scenario, again, if there's a violent spike up and I do get closed out at this stop order right here, then at least I'll be able to capitalize on that $225. I still have my ideal exit sitting right here, which is at 1204. So if I scroll down, that limit order is sitting right here at 1204, which is pegged to an $800 profit potential. So I don't think I'll walk it down any further. I think I'll leave it here, provided that price does manage to break below this next support level sitting at 1205. So I'll go ahead and pause it again, and I'll pick it up accordingly. Today's Friday, May 31st. Just another quick status check. The spot price for soybean futures is $1,207.25. So you can see that the pullback is still ongoing and is now in the process of retesting the local support level of $1,205. So this is the current candlestick right here. So as price was trending to the downside, what I've done was I've walked my stop all the way down to my initial take profit target. So I've walked it all the way down to its current initial target. So if there's a significant spike back up, this order will get filled, closing me out at my original stop or limit order. But at the same time, I did walk my limit order slightly lower. Right now, if I could just grab this page. So my limit order is sitting right here at $1,200 even. So if I open up active trader, the trade is now up $745. It was as low as $767, but has since bounced up a little bit. So Um, I think I'm gonna hold on to this trade going into the weekend. Typically, I would not, but because of this strong move to the downside, I'm willing to take that risk of holding this position into the weekend. However, I do have alarms in place. That's what these two markers are. So if price does break above 12.15 and a quarter, it's just going to notify me that price is reversing for a potential close at my limit order. So if I scroll up, my limit order is sitting right here at 12.19 for a little over $500 take profit. So hopefully we'll see price break below this support level of 12.05 sometime next week. And then my limit order is sitting right here at $882 take profit target at this point. So that's the current status. I will pick it up hopefully sometime next week, and the order's closed. The limit order's closed. So another update. Today is Sunday, June 2nd, and although the futures market has been trading a little over 2 hours now, soybean futures just started trading 6 minutes ago. So it's currently down 75 cents, and it's now quoted at $1,204 and a quarter. And at the open, soybean hit a low of 12.01. So it's coming really close to meeting this limit order right here. So what I just recently did, I've walked my stop order even lower. It's now sitting at 12.87, which is now about a $625 protection. So if I open up active trader, the trade is up $795. If I scroll down, it was up as much as $862, as that was the low point when soybean hit 12.01, which is only a few ticks away from hitting or closing me out at 1200. So again, it's just a matter of protecting the gains at this point. I don't want it to lose that much in such a short period of time. So if I scroll up, my stop order is sitting right here at 12, 12 and three quarters for $627. I'm considering walking in even lower, possibly to like 675. But I have an alarm set right here to notify me if price does break this price level. Then I'll bring it my stop order even lower, intercepting price as it's coming up. So I'll pause it again. Chances are the next update will be the last. So until that next status check, I'll be back. Okay, my alarm was just triggered. The soybean futures is now 12.01 and 37 cents. So it's right here. Opening up active trader, the position is now up $855. So price is still pushing down. Here's my limit order here. And I walked my stop to $652. And I'm going to continue walking my alarm lower, possibly to the support level of 1205, and then I'll walk my stop even lower. This way I'm zeroing in on closing this position out. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and pause it here. If the alarm gets triggered at 1250 cents, I'll start recording. Soybean is still pushing to the downside now. It's just hit a new low. So positions right here. So I'll pause it again. All right, my alarm was just triggered. It's breaking below 1250. There, I'm out of the trade. I am officially out of this trade, and I was able to get my limit order filled right here. So I'm just going to cancel this out. So what I'll do is I'll provide a breakdown of this. So we can see here that the overall profit was a little over $875. So I'm going to look for another entry. I think price may come down and possibly retest the local support and resistance level. I'll remove this as well. It's not relevant anymore. So my short was at 1244 right here, and then took it all the way down to this evening when price just hit a low of 1198 and 50 cents. So good setup. Again, I'll provide a breakdown at the end, and until the next trade setup, I'll see you.